Hey traders, hello everyone. So market had a bit of a pause today, but there's still a lot of greed in the markets. There's still a lot of really a lot of bullish optimism in the markets right now, and so I want to share with you some things that I really keep with this important to keep an eye out for. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's get straight into it. Traders, see that trading course on the screen there. Make sure you click on that very first link in the description. Or go to johnsfreegift.com to grab that free trading course. The very first video that you actually get, guys, when you do get access to that trading course is a video walking you through my #1 trading system there. So let's have a look at what actually happened with the markets today. So the Nasdaq 100 actually bounced off the top of its channel. Here we go. Big race to new highs, 20,000. Here we go, right? Maybe not, right? So let's actually look at this here. So we can see that. We can see how that we had this resistance here, resistance here. This is the channel that we're looking at placed right now, right? There and there and there, right? Resistance, resistance, and then became support, okay? So we can see this what's going on through here. So resistance here, resistance, and then we had a lot of resistance and now become a support. So the thing that we're noticing through here is that because I got the bounce, if indeed the Nasdaq, and let's actually go to the hourly charts now. If indeed the Nasdaq does, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but if it depends on what actually happens here, okay? So if we do start to fail through here and we start to get back into this channel here, then this whole thing here is going to be one big massive false breakout of the channel, and then we're likely to start to see really big movements on the downside when it comes to the NDX through there. So this is the Nasdaq 100 on that point through there, and we can see that that's what's going on from there to there, that perspective from there. This whole resistance here, we could actually start to see a movement on the downside from there. So excuse me. So if we do get back into the channel here, guys, what tends to happen with these channels is that if we do see a down day tomorrow, then we could actually start to see a move back down towards the bottom of that channel from there. So that's what I'm noticing there. Let's have a look at the S&P 500. So the S&P 500, if I squeeze my charts up, we can see we're actually almost at the high of the channel. So my sort of inkling looking at this here and looking at where this ultimate level of resistance is, and this ultimate level of resistance, that maybe, just maybe, the S&P 500 is going to take one more last push, right? I know I expected, now the Nasdaq I expect to see a pullback here, but maybe, just maybe, we're going to see one more last push to the upside from there to there before we actually start to see a movement back down, right? So movement up, hit the resistance, 4,500. We may actually get that. Like, I don't know. We're actually still pretty far away from the moving average, so we're pretty overextended. But if we do get one more last push, it's probably going to get up to the 4,500 level, right? And then we're probably likely to start to see a movement back down from there. So it's really hard to say right now, guys, but if we do get one more last push, it's probably going to be the last movement, not the start of a movement. It's probably going to be the last move before we start to see a rollover effect from there to there. Let's go look at the Dow Jones, and the Dow Jones right now, looking at the short-term analysis, we actually broke a back above there. We actually failed and come back down through to here. So it's going to be really interesting to see the Dow Jones really has been in no man's land. Look at this here, just no man's land from there. So that's a bit of a technical analysis of it. It's a bit of a mixed bag, right? So we're getting a little bit of a short-term bounce on the markets. Nasdaq still could be getting back into that channel maybe next couple of days. If that happens, then it's going to be a false breakout. We know where it's going to go. If the market does start to reverse, the market does start to change, then what's probably going to happen, if the S&P 500 does start to see a rally back to the upside, we're probably only going to see a movement back up towards that 4,500 level. That's going to be the last push then we may see that the overall big pullback happen there. Okay, but again, that's just me guessing, like it may or may not happen. But if we do start to see that, guys, it's going to be one more last push, and then we're probably likely to see a movement on the downside from there. So a few things you want to keep an eye out for, guys. Remember, when people are greedy, be fearful, and when people are fearful, be greedy, right? So there's two different things here. The first thing here is the fear and greed index. Look what's happening here with the fear and greed index. We're still at that extreme greed. In fact, look at this here. We have not been this consistently greedy in the last 12 months. We have not seen this in the last 12 months, and it could mean really ugly for the markets really quickly, right? So again, we've just been staying greed all through there, right? And the other thing that I really want to share with you is this: is that when we're looking at the overall markets here, check this out, because I think this is something that a lot of people are just still not really taking a full grasp on what's really going on here. And check this out here, okay? So we can see how, right? We can see, look at this here. So this is the VIX, okay? Look where the VIX is right now. Like the VIX ultimately, like this ultimate low level is down there around maybe the 12 to 13 mark. Look where it is right now, right? We're almost at the low levels of where we were before COVID. The market, the people are complacent. VIX is dropping and dropping and dropping. And so once again, traders, that if you're trying to buy right now thinking you're going to see another leg to the upside, it's going to be really, really, really risky for you, because inevitably what's going to happen, right? How does markets and life work? We go through cycles, go through greed, and then we go through fear. We go through greed, we go through fear, right? Here is the greedy parts, here is the fear parts, okay? So when the market's at the greed level, you just never know exactly, no one can pick the exact high, okay? I don't know exactly when the high is going to be. We could be forming the high right now, all right? Or we could get one more last push and then we see the high. But knowing that, hey, we've got these warning bells here right now, right, with the VIX being down through there and the greed through here, there is massive warning bells still screaming. Say, guys, if you're looking to get in the market now because you think you've missed the boat, you want to really be taking a look at these warning signals, because the greed, we haven't seen this in the last 12 months, and it could actually really mean a really big down move, and same for the VIX as well too. Hey traders, I want to give you free access to my Mastering the Markets trading course. If you go to johnsfreegift.com, here's what you're going to learn in there. You're going to learn the #1 chart reading and trading technique that's been working since the 1950s. You're going to learn the trading boundaries technique that shows you the best and worst time to place a trade. You're going to learn also about price and time phases, so you can understand what's going on right now and also what's to come as well too. My #1 powerful short-term income trading system that gets a 90% success rate, the most powerful trading techniques on the planet, the biggest trading mistakes that's stopping you from making an income. You're going to learn all about the super trader formula, plus the 3 secrets to making a full-time income from trading. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com. Go there right now. Get free access to this trading course. Go get the help. It's 100% free. Go there right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com right now.